find it hard to keep to my own pace when the road ahead begins to fade. We try to keep our heads above the waves. You make it feel so simple. Every time we disconnect, I find another part of you left. And until we can intersect, we're going in circles. When I think I'm at my end, I'll wait for you to come around again. Before I make a break, you start to bend. You make it feel so simple.
Hello everyone and welcome to Longer and Harder Music. Still playing. Let's turn that off. Whoa, and there's a train going by. All the things, and the camera's off. Everything's great. Everything's fantastic. How is everyone doing? Hello, 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 Billionaire. Hello, Sean. Hello, hello. Ooh, sorry, gonna flip all the things around, make a mess out of everything. Hello, Micro and Geo and W6I and Meow. How is everyone doing? When does it start? It start right now. There we go. I'm often like, it is true. Bullionator, you asked a question. This is all copyright-free music done by Pretzel or through Pretzel Streaming. The name of the song is at the bottom right there if you want to look it up. What's his face? Nightbot used to take care of that for me, but I got rid of Nightbot and I haven't programmed the new bot to do things for me yet, so it's not there. Hello, Luke. How are you? I hope you're having yourself a wonderful, wonderful day. Mexican Notch. The hat ended up back in the closet for now. I'll get it back later. It's fine. It's fine. Hope you all are having yourselves a wonderful weekend. I am for the most part having a wonderful weekend. It's been a fun, relaxing time. No Nightbot. Yeah, we got rid of Nightbot like a week or two ago because we now have Streamlabs Cloudbot. I think that's what it's called. So we're gonna be using that instead of Nightbot. So good times there. I think. I heard about a guy who forgot he had a stream scheduled and it started while he was in the middle of jacking off. Couldn't actually see what he was doing. Oh, but you could tell what he was doing. There was like I think it was a league player, like a league streamer who sort of like after winning a match just kind of popped open some porn and just started going. It was on Twitch. It was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I thought it was hilarious. Oh god. Nightbot was in ours anyway. He was. Cloudbot is what Kyle uses for Nunbot. Oh, okay. Yeah, Cloudbot's pretty good. Hello, Awkward Pasta. How are you? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, the Cloudbot seems to be a little bit. I just haven't set up the timers yet, and I haven't set up the links and stuff. Some of the commands, because there used to be commands for like. Actually, no. I think most of the commands are still there. Let me actually check. I think a lot of the commands are actually got transferred over. So you might actually be able to do a lot of the same things if I remember right. So if you're curious about, and I'm gonna look this up because you know why pay attention to the show when I can talk about other things instead. But if I remember right, yeah, you can if you do upside down eye song, you can actually find out. You can actually the bot will actually tell you what song it was, or it'll lead you to a place where you can find out where you can find that song. So that's pretty neat if you are interested. There's also a bunch of other commands like Patreon and or the other ones like Twitter and stuff if you are interested in finding out more information about what we do around here. Hello, Evan Williams. How are you? 21st Century has new pitfalls. It always does. I saw Jordan upload a video about this, but he's too boring for me to watch it. But we're gonna watch it today. So yeah, there's no video menu today. We're not gonna get to vote today. I am picking today, and we're gonna talk about spirit science. It's not from Spirit Science's channel. It's from Jordan's channel, the guy who makes spirit science videos. So it'll be that. Well, that's very R&D, but now the stream has started. Do you plan on turning down the music? The music is off, isn't it? No, it's not. Now it is. Haha. I got there eventually. Yeah, it should. I don't think you put a space between the upside down I and the song though. So yeah, we'll talk about it for a second. But the real question is, the new bot is as a psychopath as the old bot. I think he's a little bit less of a dick. I made sure he was a little bit less of a dick. So that's a thing. That's a thing. I schlong. That's not gonna work. I'm loving watching people try to use commands. I think that's great. All right, I'm already opening my beer when I haven't even talked about beer yet. Thank you, WF6i. That's very good. He should be here. There we go. Cause yeah, I Hobbs. I should do like an I Hobbs thing. Speaking of which, other cat is here enjoying the outside. You can only kind of see her backside, so I'm not sure if I'll point the camera at her. Oh nope, she's tired of me. She left. Never mind. Maybe I'll have to do like a Hobbs thing where like it pops up a little picture of Hobbs whenever we need a break from stupid things, right? So yeah, welcome. Let's see, where are we on? Housekeeping. I did get it right the first time. Fuck yeah. Check out our new pewter. We updated the pewter experience bar. We are now at 1387. Mostly because R&D has been silly and hasn't transferred over money from Patreon for like 2 months or 3 months or something like that. And so there was a lot of money just kind of sitting on Patreon and not actually transferring over. But that happened. So a very big thank you to my patrons, Micro, I think you're in here, and Luke, and Evan. Thank you guys for, and Fino / ugly German troops will eventually show up. Thank you all for being wonderful patrons. Remember, if you would like to become a patron, you can do Upside Down Eye patron, I think patron or Patreon, one or the other. And you can, it all helps out to improve the computers, which is what we're going for, so that this kind of lagginess that you're seeing now doesn't exist anymore. That's kind of the plan. But thank you very much to all my patrons for helping out. Patrons did, I think, get a fun picture of Hobbs last night. So if you become a patron, you get all sorts of funny pictures of Hobbs and videos of Hobbs and Emma. So it's all sorts of goods. Hello, Majapecha. So it's all sorts of good things if you want to become a patron. Oh, it's always appreciated. And then with that said, like, I'm trying to eat up time because we're going to go straight into like beer and then straight into Jordan. And I don't want to go into Jordan at all. That's a thing. That's a sentence that's going to get taken out of context. With that said, we are getting really close to our goal here. So I do kind of, and if you find this annoying, I'm sorry, but I'm going to try to push to get like some more donations and things going, because we're really, really close. We're almost 70% of the way to a new computer, and we're super close to being able to get one, and I'd like to get there. I know that I've been kind of slow on the video uploads, mostly because as it turns out, working full-time and going to school part-time is an incredibly difficult thing to do. Don't go into Jordan. No one wants to go into Jordan. Stefan. Is it Steven or Stefan? Please let me know. I know some people, I know you Stevensons out there pronounce your names weirdly, and I would like to pronounce it correctly if I could. But it's almost, I have, next week is my last week of classes, and then after that I have finals, and then it's summer break, and I'm going to take a break for a while, and it's going to be very, very nice. Oh goodness. And yet goes, and yet you're going to spend that money on an Apple computer. Been there, done that. Yeah, no, it's rough it's rough doing it all. But summer's almost here, which hopefully means I'll be able to, if nothing else, be able to do more regularly scheduled uploads and things, and potentially even being able to do more streams. Like I'd like to go back to Fan Art Wednesdays if I could, and hopefully with free time I could. Right now I have class Wednesday night, so there's no way to like stream Wednesday nights. I am gonna buy an Apple because of all the reasons I've ever said about apples. I'm gonna buy another Apple. It's this computer has been really nice to me, and if it weren't for the fact that I stream, I would probably continue to keep it for quite a few. I'd actually probably still keep it for a few years. The one that I'm using. It's just that it's not quite up to par for what I need to do now. That's all. It's English and more like Stephen. Sorry if I get that wrong. All right, well, so with that said, again, very big thank you to all my patrons. You are wonderful, wonderful. Thank you all for being cool dudes and lady dudes. And your support is always appreciated. With that said, we're going to go straight into beer of the week. We have Hell's Creek German-style lager by Cross Strain Brewery at La Vista, Nebraska. So it's one of the breweries that I like to go to. I'm usually there. I know, Apple Heresy. Yeah, it's awful. Built a Hackintosh. There's what's that guy? Linus has built a couple of really cool upgraded ones. I'm gonna try. There's a couple of things I'm gonna try to do when I do buy it. There's a certain year that you could upgrade the memory on it on Macs really easily. Like there's a nice little easy port in the back. So I'm gonna try to find one with a little easy port on the back to upgrade it so that I can do that part of like the memory upgrade myself. But I do need multiple cores. This is a dual core. Yeah, this is a dual core. But apparently I need quad cores or higher at this one. Stefan. Huh. Okay, that makes sense. So we'll see. But like the editing software that I use is a Mac only program. So I bought it and I've upgraded it over time. So if I were to switch to a PC, PCs suck. They don't. I don't like them. I'd have to buy new editing software and whatnot. And honestly, I'm just way more comfortable on a Mac. I spend way too much. I spend way too much time working on a PC because I use a PC for work and it's awful and I hate it and I've never gotten used to it. As much even though I use a PC all day long, it still makes no goddamn sense to me. So I'd rather not go that way. I have a 3.1 gigahertz quad core. Ooh. You want an easy port on the back? Your wife. Not gonna read that one. Regarding the old Mac, once you one is here, remember to give it to your wife, and then you can give her a little old Mac as well. I see what you did there. So yeah, no, this computer, granted, it's from 2010, so we're going on to 9 years now, and it's holding up just fine for a 9-year-old computer. Like I really have no real complaints about it. It's besides the fact that when I stream it, I obviously get some lag, and then when I try to do video exporting, especially because like I don't know who notices this or not, but like all the videos that I do are HD with like the 60 FPS or whatever, and it pretty much eats my whole computer to do exporting for like an hour. And I can't really do anything else. Like the computer just kind of has to focus on that. And that kind of sucks. So I'd like to not have to sit around and wait for things to export to be able to do other computer things like work on thumbnails and whatnot. So that's why we're going to do that. Okay. German style lager, Cross Strain. I like Cross Strain a lot, and I wasn't sure if I'd reviewed them in the past. I will go there quite often on Sundays after stream. So if you follow me on Twitter, you will see that I post pictures of myself like out at breweries after the streams, because I usually go to. This is one of the ones that I do like to go to, just because it's fairly close to where I live, so it's a nice easy drive there. And they usually have like food trucks outside. They had like a barbecue thing last. I was there last Saturday. They had a barbecue thing. It was really good. They were supposed to have a British food truck, but that was called the Dire Lion, and that wasn't there, and I'm sad. But I had barbecue. Hi, buddy. What are we gonna do? Oh, here. You want to be the star, huh? There he is. There's the Hobbsy Bobsy. So nice. The beer is nice and clear, I guess. I feel like I've had this one. They have like a jalapeno one that I really like, or my wife really likes, I should say, more than me. Nice and light. Oh, that is delicious. That's delicious. I love it. Oh, and again, I don't know if I've reviewed this one before, or we're really into the cross-strain ones. They have an IPA called Fairy Nectar, and that's kind of like their most popular one. And they have another Hell's, like a German style lager with I want to say jalapenos, maybe habaneros, and it's really good too. Wait, you're actually going to be covering Jordan and spirit signs? Fuck, why am I here? Oh, yeah, I hate myself. Welcome to the club. Oh, goodness, excuse me. How you doing? Oh, God, I know your name. You're not Sean. You're not Jordan. I know your name. Why can't I remember your name? I'm gonna the cat's adorable, the cat's the best. I'm curious about spirit signs. Yes. So like I said earlier, we're gonna just jump into spirit signs today. We're not gonna do a beer menu. This one is that's really bad. It's really bad. I'm terrible at life. I do this to my friends all the time, like IRL too. Like I can't remember anyone's name. Which is great. It's all sorts of fun. I'm such a wonderful friend to everyone. I know your name, AT Productions. AT2 Productions. I know your name. I can't remember it at the moment. I know it. I want to say it starts with a J, but it doesn't. Maybe, I don't know. God, it's gonna kill me. It's gonna kill me that I can't remember your name. I'm a terrible human being. Oh goodness. It's not Jason. You're not a Jason. Here's a potential for him. Broom broom. It does start with a J. Oh, you're not a Jason. You're not a Jordan. You're not a John. Ah, shit. How much did you drink? Too much. My wife and I went through like 2 bottles. I say my wife and I only because we opened the bottles together, but I went through like 2 bottles of wine last night, mostly by myself. We watched Infinity War because it's coming out soon, and we're super excited about that. And then or Endgame's coming out soon, and so we rewatched Infinity War for like the 10th time ever. I love that movie. And then like I finished the whole we finished 1 bottle, and then my wife's like, I want to open another bottle, and we did, and she went to bed. And then I stayed up and I watched Kung Fu Hustle by myself and drank the last bottle. It shares the name. You a Jared? You're a Jared. You're Jared. Son of a. I had the J's. Okay, kind of. How's it bad? I create a singularity, it would be stuck to the entire. Okay. Oh, absolutely. I have a Frid's box in the cellar. The experience I have had is I have carried hate for X Windows since 1980s and crap like that. Suspends the hibernate and take the life on your hands. Yes. Way too much. I had my first PC was a Gateway Windows ME. That was the first PC that I bought, and God, do I regret my life choices with that one. That was Windows ME was terrible. It was just a terrible system. The computer that I got was absolute crap, and it was awful. I hated it. I hated every bit of it. That computer. It lasted like a year before it just died. And then later on, when I went to college, I bought a, was it a MacBook? No, it wasn't a MacBook. It was an iBook. Yeah, that's when iBooks were out. And, it was super expensive. I paid like $2,000 for it. Not quite. I think it was a little cheaper. I think it was like, $1,500 or something like that. And that thing lasted me 10 years. That thing lasted me through all of college and then a little bit past college. And it was fantastic. And again, I wouldn't have given it up, but that's when I started, sort of doing a few more extra things on my computer that I needed some help with. So, yeah. It's to each their own. I'm not. I pretend like I'm this like champion for Apple. I'm not. It's what I prefer. It's what I'm comfortable with. So I'm gonna keep buying it. Because I'm comfortable with it. Okay. With all that said, we have the name of this computer. My first computer was a Pentium 2 running Windows 95. Extra things equals porn. Not quite. Okay. So exploring. So the name of the whole video is called "Exploring the Flat versus Round Earth Paradigms." Paradigms now. Oh God, we're already. I thought about it. Bringing out the Woo Bingo for this because it's spirit science. So I'm pretty sure the Woo Bingo is very appropriate. I don't know if I can. I don't have it saved on here. I think it's saved on my desktop. But we might have to talk about Woo Bingo for this one. I kind of do want to bring it up. Okay, we're gonna crash everything so I can open up Word. This is how old and crappy my computer is, and I'm gonna open up Word and everything's just gonna die. Hello, Nene, how are you? Hello, Jen, how are you? Microsoft's first version of their OS was blending of several versions: Windows CE, ME, and NT. Oh goodness. Oh, Windows NT. We had to hit before we started Paradigm. I think that was actually a hit. I think you're right. I think I have Windows 10 on my desktop. That must be the one I have, because we're pretty up to date on not my desktop, my laptop at work. I hate it. It makes very little sense. I'm just not a fan of the UI, and me are just not good friends. It just makes no sense to me. Document, study guide, quickies, Twitters, articles, text sign off. Nope. Which one of these is the? I had it saved. I swear I made one of these. Lunch. God, there's a lot of things that are on here that I don't need. Where is it? Where did I save it? Did I not save it to this one? Where did I save it to? Now again, I'm gonna sit here and crash my computer. Well, I try to figure out where I put it. Maybe I put it on Pages. Ooh, I just shut off the volume. But I do want to play the Woo Bingo, because I think we're gonna have plenty of a woo-ness in a video from Spirit Science. Shoot, but I had it saved and I don't remember where I saved it. This is super professionalism by R&D right here. Why, there it is. Let's get this up to there. Apparently didn't get the cement joke. Oh, no, sorry. My first was a Timex Sinclair, but my first PC was a 486DX50. Oh, 50 megahertz. Oh, big computer there we got going on there. Sorry, I'm gonna try to open a recent. No, gosh, I don't know where it is. Well, maybe we have to make a new one. Unless it's over here. Okay, we're gonna still waste time on this one. Big spender on that. 50 megahertz. 4 megs of RAM. Whew, man. Lots of Sinclairs here. Geo, he ignores everything I have ever written. It's a boy channel. Oh no, Jen. Oh, I don't feel like that about you. Had a Spectrum and an Apple. Apple IIs were pretty great. I do like them. My first PC was a 285 with 4 megabit hard drive disk and a modem. Oh, you had a modem. I remember having an external modem on my Windows ME computer. That was great. If there's a longer and harder with competent Rhetoric&Discourse, we would have investigated against all probabilities there is a Mandela effect. That's true. There probably is a Mandela effect. Okay, I'm still determined to find where I put this Woo Bingo at. Like I should have it somewhere. So now I'm gonna check my Google Drive and see if I put it in there. But gosh, where is it? I know I wrote this down at some point because I was like, we have to have Woo Bingo. And I threw away nope. Okay. I don't know where it went. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. If someone in the place in the chat can come up with a Woo Bingo card and send it to me, that would probably be helpful. Rather talk cars anyways. Yeah, sounds good. Okay. Okay, so let's get started on this nonsense and see where so this is Jordan, in case you don't know. Jordan is hello Deathpool Wilson, how are you? Jordan is the guy who does the Spirit Science videos. So this isn't a Spirit Science video in and of itself, but this is the same guy who does those videos, so he believes in all the Spirit Science nonsense that he promotes on the Spirit Science channel. Also, just to give you a kind of a little glimpse into what a Spirit Science believes in, he does chakras. He talks about space. Jews is probably his famous one, that he believes that Jews come from space. No lie, he thinks they're from space. And then there's Martians who came over. There's Martians who like came to Earth and they were Native Americans, I think, something like that. He's out there. Like he's way out there. Yes, we are gonna talk. Here's Pure Carbon. You can blame him for all the misery we're about to experience. This is all his fault because he found this video and gave it to me. All right. With that said, I think Pure Carbon's seen it. I have not seen this video.
Today I have a very interesting video for you. Today I want to talk about flat Earth. Now, this is something that I was very amazed and interested to see how much increase in comments there were actually of people claiming on Spirit Science. So, like, you know, we put out a video and then everyone's like, no, the Earth is flat, the Earth is flat, the Earth is flat. And there's
I wonder what that Venn diagram looks like of flat earthers and Spirit Science. Like that's got to be almost like a full circle at this point. Oh goodness. He's on some serious drugs. I don't know if he is. I don't know if he is. No, the Jews came from the future. Marchers are from space. Oh, is that what it is? Hello, Chrismer. How are you? Thanks for joining the channel. I had both Coco 2 and Coco 3. What are Cocos? Immersion the Martian was real. He is real. Yes, I'm very I'm very curious as to how much these two groups coalesce. Like I want to say it's got to be like a circle right on top of each other, that the people who enjoy Spirit Science things and are flat earthers. I used to do this. I don't really use Facebook anymore, but when I did Tandy Color Computers, okay, thank you. When I used to do Facebook things, like you'd see people post like Spirit Science memes. I'm not sure if that's a thing anymore. Haven't been on Facebook in forever. But when I did go on Facebook, people would put like Spirit Science memes, and half of them are really innocuous. They're like, believe in yourself because you hold the future in your hand, or some, platitudes like that, right? And they'd post them, and every time someone would post them, I'd have to remind them that Spirit Science also advocates the Jews are from space. So just because I'm a dick. So he's pituitary makes LSD and DMT. Oh no! My first modem used a phone handset. Yeah. Oh, that's great. I do remember my first external modem and having. I think I had what was that one? There was like one internet in the States that was free, but it was really crappy. Net Zero. Net Zero, was that what it's called? I think it might have been called Net Zero. And AOL. I used to have AOL. AOL was great. Okay, here we go.
So many of them. And I was like, that's so interesting. And then I had the most interesting experience during my last trip to Rhythmia. So what happened?
Dude, your last trip to... I want to know... I want to listen to what he said again. And two, I want to know if that's a real place. Because I don't know if it's a real place. And I don't know if he's just talking about like getting high and going somewhere.
To Rhythmia.
Wait, no. Go back just a little bit more. Okay.
Had the most interesting experience during my last trip to Rhythmia.
Rhythmia? Is Rhythmia a real place? People who are more worldly than me, is Rhythmia a real place? I don't think it is. I don't think it's a real place. Okay. There was Net Zero and Juno. Oh, I remember Juno. Oh, that was great. I suspect that at least a few of the Spirit Science people think the Earth is flat is overly conventional. Yeah, there's got to be, that's got to be like the group has to entirely say a thing. I thought he said India. I'm going a bit did he say India? Okay, he might have said India. I don't want to like say that you said things, Jordan.
Oh, interesting. And then I had the most interesting experience during my last trip to Rhythmia.
No, he said Rhythmia. He said Rhythmia. There's an R in there. There's definitely an R in there. I don't know if Rhythmia is a real place. I get the feeling it's not.
So what happened was, went to Rhythmia, took some plant medicine, ayahuasca, and on the second night, I was just filled. Just without asking, I didn't really probe into this question with my mind. I just sort of received it. I just kept seeing images of flat Earth. I saw...
Sir, what? Okay, I take whoever whoever said that he was on drugs. You're right. I'm sorry that I doubted you. I'm sorry. What? You took what now? Okay, Runia. Is Runia a real place? Is Runia a real place? I think that might be a real place. I don't know. There's a Rhythmia Life Advancement Center in Pinillo, Costa Rica. Pinillo. Is that what? Oh God. Okay, Rhythmia is a place in Costa Rica, a resort. It's an awakening. Oh, is this like a Wutard like what do you call it? Resort? That'd be great. Oh no. All right. Okay.
The world as a flat disc, and I was just like blown away by like, wow, that's so interesting.
You know what, Jordan, and something that I'm gonna find far more interesting now, is that you are. He's definitely high. Yes, I take it back. I was wrong. Sounds like he's the next Jonestown. Oh no. Okay. So interesting. What was I gonna say? Okay, so I find this interesting, Jordan. Right? Like, so you're some sort of spirit guru person, right? Like that's your thing, right? You're truth sayer, whatever. Like you tell us about all these truths that are hidden from us, right? Like the chakra things and the space Jews and the water vibrations and the whatevers, right? Like that's your thing. How come, Jordan, only now when the algorithm for Flat Earth is, a place that you can make money, either talking about it or being one, how come it's only now, and I am insinuating something, that you are starting to get these visions about the Flat Earth, right? Right. What is it about right now that's making you get these visions? I feel like you should have been getting these visions a while ago if you're a truth seeker, right? Not just when it's kind of convenient for you to be getting this, right? Like not when you can just kind of jump on the money bandwagon. I am very much insinuating that you're just doing this because it's a popular thing to say right now. At least it's a popular thing in the way that it'll make you money to say that the Earth is flat, because either you'll get more, the YouTube algorithms will give you more attention for it, or you will get money from the Flat Earth community, who somehow have a lot of money to give to people, as Bob and Jaron will tell you about it. Rhythmia is a Wutod version of Tibet. Oh, well, thank you, Epic Typhlosion. That's a great name. I love it. Epic Typhlosion. That's great. Oh, goodness. That is hilarious. Quantum bubbles. Everything is quantum bubbles. I think everything should be quantum bubbles. Okay. Hey, can I share links? I have a link to Life Advancements Rhythmia Resort in Costa Rica. Oh, goodness, you do. That sounds great. You can either get it to one of the mods, because they can. I don't think you can. You can try. You can try? Yeah, I don't think you'll get like muted or anything, but you can try. Just some justice that. Yeah, no. I think I get the feeling I get the feeling that this is a convenience thing rather than like an actual truthful thing. This video is giving us all quantum headaches. All right, here we go.
How does this work was my question. Over the course of the night, I continued to like kind of move through different thoughts and experiences and emotions and stuff. And at the end of the experience, I was kind of left with this understanding. And it was something that I was like, I really wanted to share and talk about. And I just kind of had been really busy, so I haven't made anything about it until right now. So this is a video I'm going to actually explain to you.
Again, pretty sure this didn't coincidentally happen when you can make money off of it. But it's a sweepstake to go there. We can go there. Oh my goodness. We can go there. That'd be great. I would love to go to this place. Awkward Pasta, they have members all over the globe to donate. Oh, thank you. Thank you, NANA. That is greatly appreciated. 6663 Super Chat. I love it. 666. There we go. This is how we know that we are super chatted. That we are definitely part of the Illuminati, Freemason, Catholic, atheist, liberal, SJW, I don't know, think of another bad word, society. Because we get donated 666. Thank you very much, NA. I greatly appreciate the super chat and enjoy your boobs. I think this is the thing. Oh, arrhythmia. Oh my goodness. We need Doom Guy. We need a lot of things in our life at this point. All caps are okay. So this is the tagline: awaken to your highest potential through Rhythmia Way program. Yoga metaphysics classes. Hydrocolonic. Sorry, I have to pause on that one. Hydrocolonic cleansing. Oh no. Transformational breath work massage. Hydrocolonic cleansing. I know what those words individually mean, and I get a feeling that I know what those words together mean, like hydro and colonic. But I don't want them to mean what I think they mean. I don't want to go there. How can there be space juice if there aren't any space? It's true. Oh no, Jordan. Hey, since Miker's in the chat, in case you don't know, I do a show with Microbloganism and sometimes Purple Dan and sometimes Geostrubber. But Smelly, Smells Like E Minor and Chocolate Hat and Neurectoblast on every other Saturday sometimes. This would be a good website to potentially look into. Oh no! Fluorocolonic lens. Oh, that sounds awful. Is cholenemus medicine? No. How can there be space juice if there's no space? I don't know. Okay. Oh god, I'm in the wrong window. Okay, let's okay, Jordan.
You using a software called After Effects, which is actually one of the primary softwares that I use to make Spirit Science. Flash or Adobe Animate is the main one for cartoons. And all of the effects and the 3D stuff and the particles and the planets, which are very featured heavily inside of the new Sumerian Epic series, is all done in After Effects.
Okay, great.
But After Effects is a very unique program because it allows you to take 2D objects. It's not really a 3D program, but it allows you to take 2D objects and put them into 3D and simulate 3D, but it's still two-dimensional. So let me give you an example of what this means.
I don't. Oh god, no. We're gonna talk about dimensions, and we're gonna be confused about dimensions. We're gonna prediction based on observations. We're gonna talk about moving up dimensions. $5 says we're gonna talk about moving up dimensions. $5. Oh god, he's gonna make them. He's gonna make the world be flat and round at the same time. Holy shit, that's what he's gonna do. Also, I used to watch a ton of Flat Earth and conspiracy debunkers a year or two back, including you. Glad to be back. Well, thank you, Epic Time Flourish, I love it. It's not how After Effects works. I don't know how After Effects works, so I'm gonna take your word on it, Luke. Better at etheric cleansing than ethnic cleansing. That is true. Oh no, I know exactly what he's going, where he's going to do. Oh god, I think this is what we're gonna do. Okay.
I've got all my little windows open, all these things. But right now we're going to focus on these two compositions. So here's an image of the Earth, right? And I just take this as like a texture map, and I apply this thing called CC Sphere. It's an image or an effect that you apply to the flat image that allows it.
Okay, I have to stop to read this comment because it's really great. I wanted to make a Flat Earth video, but I never got around to it. That's fantastic. I'm gonna take that one and use it somewhere else. How many dimensions are there? Can I remember? Do I have dimensions? Oh no! Oh, these are too good. Oh, okay. Okay.
To transform into
those are good.
A ball. It like maps it over a ball, and you can actually like watch how you can use the rotation. You can play with the settings here. You can rotate it, and it just is mapping this over the 3D object. Seems pretty simple, right? There's Africa. That's great. You can also play with the light, right? And you can change the light direction. You can change the light height. So you can make it really dark. You can make it like maybe if you put a sun somewhere right over here, you know, you can have that, or you can have.
After Effects is basically a video editing software with some 3D features, but it's not as powerful as Blender or Cinema 4D. Oh, I see. Because like Blender is actually like a 3D environment that you get to work with. I've done a tiny bit of Blender, not enough to like call myself a Blender expert. You meant that literally? I thought you were being punny, Epic. I really did.
Kind of like, it's daytime, and then you'd flip it over to the other side, and then you go, and it's nighttime now. And I'm just being goofy. But
you were goofy.
Oh, here's where it gets very interesting, because as much as I'm using the effects to play with this planet, it is still a flat object. So this is why.
Just stop. Just stop, Jordan. Just stop. Just stop. Please, just stop. I don't want to. I don't want to. Daytime, sexy. Oh goodness, Jordan. Oh goodness, Jordan. Please don't. Okay, what did you miss? Dex. So, okay, so, God, I don't even know. I guess because Jordan doesn't understand After Effects. And because he can take like a map, right? He can take a map of I don't even remember the name of the map, but he used like the standard you see everywhere map of the Earth, where Africa's everything's kind of spread out and whatnot, and they fill in the gaps with oceans. And he can take that and he can put it around a sphere, and After Effects did that, but then After Effects also flattens that image. And he can sort of rotate around that image. That's where we're at. So we are gonna, it simulates 3D. Yeah, that's true. Pure Carbon has a good point there. It does simulate 3D. It's not actually a 3D environment. So this is, I guess to point things out, this would be different if you, I guess, and correct me if I'm wrong, people who use Blender, who are not me, but if I remember right, in Blender you can actually take like a sphere and then apply a texture to it. And it would be in a 3D environment, so it wouldn't, like, when you rotate the sphere, it wouldn't do this. It wouldn't like flatten it like a coin, right? Okay, we can do this. So we can do this.
Why After Effects is so freaking cool, because it's actually fully just a flat object that you can use an effect on to change the. See, look at that! Isn't that so interesting? You can still play with the three-dimensional shapes on it, but it's still also flat at the same time. And so this
are you confused by computers?
This is how I'm explaining flat Earth, because like, man, I responded to some people and actually wrote this in the Book of Spirit at one point, and then I wrote more about it because I had the revelations of the ayahuasca, and I was like, what if it's both? Like,
I called it. We're gonna take a break. I know this is really early to take a break, but I have gone through my beer. Jordan is like a 3-4 beer longer and harder. So I'm gonna go do that, because I don't know if I can do Jordan without more booze in me. So we're gonna take a quick break. It's gonna be super quick. I'm just really gonna go get a beer. And then we'll be back, and then we'll figure this out. Oh, God. This is awful. Oh. Okay. Enjoy some fine art. Enjoy some music. We'll be right back. All right, and we're back. Okay, got more beer. Oh goodness, I can't do Jordan without more beer. That's more or less how life is gonna work out at this moment. He's just too much. He really genuinely is too much. Okay, here we go. Yep, Earth is both flat and round. That's last time on Longer and Harder. The Earth is both flat and round. Same time because After Effects. Because After Effects.
And I wrote this to a guy who was commenting. He's like, Earth is flat and you're dumb for posting that the Earth is round. No. And I was like, hello, my friend. Thank you for your comment. I just have a question for you. What if it's both? What if the Earth is round and flat at the same time? And he was like, hogwash, you're still really stupid. And I was
that right there, Jordan is the most reasonable flat earther I've ever heard of. Oh, good. The Earth is obviously a 20-sided dice. Obviously, it's an irregular golf ball. Okay, Drake. I will. Earth is a Mobius strip. I have actually seen someone legitimately put that one out there. Okay. What's wrong with copious amounts of marijuana? Jordan is wrong with copious amounts of marijuana. I'm not a prude about this. You do you. You wanna get high. You do you. I think it should be legal. I think it should be. You should be able to do it if as long as you are at the right age to do it at, right, and whatnots. But just like everything else, doing too much of it is not a good. Jordan. Jordan, this is what you get. Oh goodness. Earth is no shape. It only exists in a mind. You don't exist. You all don't exist. That's probably it. Why would you even want to smoke weed when you can drink wheat? It's true. Jordan hates marijuana. You drinks anahuasca. What's anahuasca? Ayahuasca. It is legal in California. I have been to California. It's also legal in Colorado. I have been to Colorado. Again, I'm not do you. I live in Nebraska, so I don't do it. Also, I work in a medical field, so not that my job tests me, but it's if I get in trouble with the law because I work in a medical field, and I have access to a whole hospitals, like a whole network of hospitals. Really, is like I have access to all of their files and stuff through my job. I have to be very careful about like breaking the law and shit, because if I do, then I can't have my job, and that's not a good thing. So I try not to break the law, but if it was legal in Nebraska, I would probably enjoy it quite a bit. It's just that it's not. So I have to, when I go to other states like California or Colorado, then I enjoy it. So, but not here, only because it's illegal, not because I'm a prude. You want to do it? Go ahead. This is why I drink, because drinking is legal. I'm not going to get in trouble for it until I drive. Until I drive to the bar after the show to drink away my thoughts of fucking Jordan here.
like, all right, well, that's the end of that conversation, but nonetheless very interesting that it happened. And so it is. The Earth is round and flat at the same time, and it's actually a process and a manifestation of dimensions. This is how I understand it, because like let's just for a moment open up flower. Let's find a picture of the flower of life.
No, let's not. Oh god.
Check this out. Here's a flat flower of life. You know, let's get a bigger one. That'll do. Yeah. Okay, and then flower of life 3D. This one maybe.
Okay, buddy, my friend. Oh no! Don't be a dick, Streamlabs bot. Hi, Crest Puncher. How are you? Hello, Dora. How are you doing? I hope you're having yourself a wonderful day. I guess, Streamlabs bot isn't gonna let you post a link. See, Jordan uses mech as well. Do you really want to be associated with that regard? No, you really don't. Jordan, if I buy a PC, it's gonna be entirely because you use a Mac. Oh. Oh, okay. We can make it through this. I'm done. Can't watch anymore. I'm going to throw my phone. Don't throw your phone. If you gave her a spatter, you can post links. It's true. Okay. We can get there. Okay. What if the Earth is both a cube and a dinosaur? Okay. Why? I just...
That one's pretty good. This one's pretty good. It's hard to find good three-dimensional pictures of Flower of Life. Honestly, we should go to YouTube and 3D animation. Here we go. Okay, there's a three-dimensional Flower of Life. That's the ticket right there. So, okay, so we've got, let's just open these both up at the...
I'm sorry. There's nothing, there's... Okay, I can do this. I can make it through this video. I'm at the point where I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I will say that I like how most of your suggestions right now are about Super Smash Brothers. I think that's great. I know what you've been watching lately. Ice climbers are broken. They probably are. Smash Brothers 7. You've been watching a lot of Smash Brothers content, Jordan. Nothing wrong with that. Just, pointing it out. Oh, fuck your Flower of Life. I know, right? Oh god. I am dying. This is the worst. No one ever landed in the moon. You're with the wrong crowd here. Okay.
Same time. What is the difference between these two?
Yes, the guy in the corner. The guy in the corner, that's Spirit Science. That's Jordan. He's the creator of Spirit Science. He's I don't actually, you know what? I don't know what his relationship is between Patch Man or Patch Boy or whatever the cartoon one is. I don't know if it's his avatar or whatnot. I don't know if he's like a reincarnation of something. Honestly, knowing Jordan, it might be.
Images. This is the question that I'm posing to you today, but I'm going to answer it as well.
What is it?
Well,
What is it?
for one, this guy didn't quite do it right because you could see like right around these edges here. It's not perfect, but you know what? I'm not one to complain. It'll do the trick. It is the exact same thing. However, it is manifested in different dimensions, right? So one of them is manifested two-dimensionally. One of them is manifested three-dimensionally. But both of them are valid. And both.
Okay, Jordan, you're an idiot. He's the original Crazy Jordan. He really is the original. Okay, Patch is his avatar for his older videos. Does he not use it anymore? Jordan. Okay, even flat earthers think that we live in three-dimensional space, right? Like it's not that like their flat earth has no... God, I'm fucking defending flat earthers. That is where this video has taken us. This video has taken us to the point where I have to defend the flat earth from Jordan. Jesus fuck. Even flat earthers think that the earth like we live in three dimensions, right? Like the earth has height and depth and the other dimension and the other cardinal ways to move. They don't think that it doesn't. It's just that they don't think it's in the shape of a ball. That doesn't mean that balls don't exist on the flat Earth plane. It just means that the thing we're standing on isn't a flat Earth, or isn't a ball itself. Oh God. Oh. I guess yeah. If the universe was 3D, then sure we could say the Earth is flat. I know, right? Like so. Oh God. Jordan. What is this? Okay. Rocking without reason to mock. I have plenty to reason to mock. Jordan. Okay. Dear learning about gravity and letting me down. That's a funny name. name. Not gonna lie, that's a great name. That's a really great name. What have you missed? You have missed last time on R&D 5 minutes ago. Jordan has said that the Earth is both flat and round at the same time, because apparently we live in different dimensions, or you can represent the same thing in different dimensions, but doesn't understand that the Earth is still three-dimensional, whether it's flat or round. It's literally the shape of the thing we stand on. Oh God, I can't.
Both of them are technically images of each other. They represent and reflect the same thing. So if you choose to look at the three-dimensional one from this top-down perspective, it actually looks very similar. But if you rotate it, it looks very different. Now, this...
That's not work. Nothing is... I don't... Oh... Wait, does that mean there's a 4D Earth out there? Research for Earth... Oh my God. I managed to double down on Flatty. I don't... God. I don't know. Kismer Jenner and seems awfully naked. What? Also, hello. Hi, Bo. This one, I want to finish this one. This is one of those videos that I do want to finish. But all I'm gonna do is laugh through most of it. This is so out there. I can't.
This is actually sort of a faux 2D and 3D flower of life, right? Because it's not fully, it's still, the spheres are all flat. Let's see if he changes it. No, he gets into triangles after that. So, flower of life 3D. Let's just see if we can find,
Jordan, edit your goddamn videos. I just edit your goddamn videos. You obviously edited earlier. Edit your videos, like... Just edit them. Edit this nonsense out. Can you make it? I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in me. Thanks for believing in me. Someone's got to believe in me at this point. Oh, okay. Why, yes, I am naked. How did you know? Do you have a camera in my house? Stop watching me. Okay.
A fully 3D version. Hey, it's Drimbolo. Okay, so this is like the flower of life, very 3D, right? And it only...
There are levels of 3D? This one's very 3D. Okay, welcome to Jordan Uses the Internet. I know, right? Honestly, this is our best counter against flat Earth. The universe is 3D, so Earth can't be flat. I am going to say that. Very 3D. It is very 3D. Now, it's not just normal 3D. It is very 3D. It is what is it? Super Instinct Super Saiyan 3D. That's where we're at. We're in Super Saiyan God 3D. Better than Super Saiyan 1 3D. Okay. It's 3D, but 3D-ier. It is. Oh, there are levels of 3D now. 3D plus. Oh goodness, Jordan. You are, if nothing else, good for a laugh. So 3D, much dimensions. 3D has its own dimensions. Thank you, Awkward Pasta, for subscribing to the channel. Do I have a subscription thing? I don't know if I do. Thank you, Awkward Pasta. I appreciate it. Welcome to the club of stupid. Oh God.
It looks the same, like right there. You can see it looks the same. But here, not so much. It looks very different.
What is it?
Right? And even this one has sort of that flat plane thing happening on the inside, but you can see a lot more spheres that are happening like all around it. This is how flat Earth works. If we consider the possibility that from one dimension of observing the Earth, we can actually see the round spherical planet. We can see all the stars. I mean, I could put in stars, but let me very, very easily just grab like I think I got some Shutterstock here.
Edit your goddamn videos, Jordan. Did this man get a diploma? I don't know. Oh, well, welcome to hell I've never received. Welcome. Oh, okay. If you play Kingdom Hearts, it's it's 2.8D. That's true. Oh God. How does he not forget to breathe? I don't know.
Is that it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. There, look, we're in space.
Okay. $5 says he points out that space is 2D too because he put a flat image.
I'll probably have to turn it down a bit. There you go. So here's the Earth in this third dimension where it exists as a sphere and is surrounded by an ever-expanding universe of creation. This beautiful.
Okay. Again, God, I have to fucking defend Flat Earth again. Why? Why are you right in 3D in a 3D simulation? Yes. Can he edit himself out of the video? That would be honestly the best. That would be the best, Jordan. Please do that. Actually, the space-time is flat, ironically. Jordan, now I have to defend flat earthers again. Again, flat earthers don't believe in space. Space is fake, as flat Earth asshole would have you believe, or the other guy. What's his name? Oh God, the flat Earth guru guy would have you believe. Like they're not. I mean, I think you're trying to pander to them, but they're not gonna buy it because you have to. Because honestly, to buy into your model, you have to buy into the space being real thing, and you know the Mark Sargents of the world aren't gonna like that. The Patricia Steers of the world aren't gonna like that because space is fake, or so they say. It's flat in 3D editor simulating a sphere. It's true. Dan Pratt, Nathan Thompson, all the things. I finally able to catch a live stream of not Hobbs subject. what I present with Patchman. Patchman is the best. Okay.
Beautiful reality. However, what if there's another dimension that you could look at the Earth? And I like to pose it like this question. How would you look at the Earth in a way that you can see everything on it at the same time? That's really it. Because look, when you look at the flower of life, you can't really, this three-dimensional one, you can't really see everything at the same time. You have to keep spinning it because there's so much information present. You have to keep spinning it to look at it from every angle. But with this one, you get the whole thing in one image.
Hello, Bjorn Kemnitz. How are you? Welcome. I don't know. This might be another one where I cry at the stupid. You can't. Spheres can only see 49%. It's true. Okay. Even, God damn, Jordan. Even your example is stupid, right? Okay. So let's pretend for a second that your flower of life thing or whatever. You can't see the back side of it, Jordan. I can't see the side of it. There's plenty of things, right? Like if the one on the I don't know what hand I'm using. If the one on the right is the correct one, like that's the 3D spirit life whatever thing flower, right? And the one but you can see everything on this end. But you can't, because I can't see the back of it. I can't see it all. That's a lie. You're just a liar. Is this spirit sign this? Can we see the cat again? I don't know where they went. I honestly think they get tired of my yelling and they just leave me alone. Okay. This is spirit science, Bjorn. This is spirit science. Telling us how the Earth is both flat and round at the same time.
And that.
God, you are such a fence sitter, Jordan. Stop being such a fence sitter.
That's what the flat Earth model it actually is. Like, let me just see. Model? No, not it. Autofilled for sale. Flat Earth model. Here we go. So that's what this picture does. Now, I can't speak to like, this specific, if this is, everyone says that the North Pole, is the center and the
flower of life, no, flower of stupid. It's true. If your flower looks like that, there's something wrong with it. It's true. I'm sorry, random thought. No, I'm not. I don't think I'm sorry. You probably said something stupid. I'm gonna let Deathpool listen to that one.
The outer ring is Antarctica, and that's that. It could be the other way around. Maybe Antarctica is at the middle. You know, like, so I'm not speaking to this sort of thing, but the idea is that if we look at the Earth from a different dimension where you can see the entire surface of the planet at the same time, this is the model that works the best. And because it maintains its spherical, its rounded nature.
It works because it's a fucking circle? So I am gonna drag it. I am mostly done with my second beer that I got 20 minutes ago. You are turning me into an alcoholic, Jordan. If I die today, it's your fault. Just everyone blame Jordan if I die today. Okay. Jordan, no. Okay, it doesn't work, right? Like let's just turning you into it's true. It doesn't work, right? Even this map, any two-dimensional map at a certain point no longer works. It just doesn't. It stops to work. It stops being accurate, regardless of which one you want to pick. It stops being accurate at a certain point, right? This one starts being inaccurate at some, you know, as you get further and further out, the accuracy lowers and lowers and lowers. God, Jordan, you are just...
Some people might be saying, well, what about just the map of the Earth? You know, like, what about just this one?
What's wrong with
this
that?
is very specifically a map that is designed to fit around a sphere, right? So that's...
No, Jordan, no. Jordan, no. Bad Jordan. It's just it's a map. It's a map that's supposed to show the most amount. This map, right? Like, okay, this map here, Jordan, if you were to take that and try to put it on a sphere, would not work. It would just not. It's got, again, proportions are kind of wrong. Russia is, well, big, is not that big. Canada, not that big. Alaska, not that big. Alaska's what, like the size of Texas, right? No, Jordan, no, Jordan.
It's like this, the flat spherical Earth, whereas this is the spherical flat Earth. If that makes sense. But
no, it doesn't, Jordan.
There's another thing that I actually wanted to explain about how this works, and the reason why this was explained to me on the I.
Oh, the panties your mother... Thank you for this comment. Lo, he thinks the flat map is designed to fit around a sphere. Like, he thinks that you can tape that to a sphere. I think that's what he thinks. I think that's what he thinks. I genuinely think that if I were to print out... I have a sphere under my desk, right? Or whatever. If you were to print that out on a piece of printer paper, you could stick it onto a sphere and it would work. And it wouldn't, because that's not how the maps work. Like, any two-dimensional map of the Earth isn't going to work. It just isn't. It'll work to a certain degree and then stop working because, again, like the azimuthal equidistant one will stop working as the further and further away you get from the center. That other one is going to stop works because the way that I learned it is like peeling an orange. There's parts that are kind of filled in that don't exist. Like, again, Russia isn't that big. Greenland isn't that big. Alaska isn't that big. Alaska's it's not that it's a small state, but it's fairly small compared to what it looks like there. He's just projecting. The whole thing is just a projection. Jordan actually thinks the Earth is flat from perspective, yet the sphere because he's fucking... it's a fucking sphere. You are a fence sitter, Jordan. Don't
ayahuasca. Because let's say we take the flat Earth for a second, and let's just... I can't actually, because it's a spherical thing, I can't pull the image out. Well, actually, can I? Hold on a sec. Radius? No, that's radius. That's how big it is. Offset? That just moves it left and right.
Edit your goddamn video.
Shading? No. Okay, I'm not able to actually like scale in the image, unfortunately. But let's just pretend that this is the flat Earth, and we can bring it like that. So, okay, there you go. There's a flat Earth. Pretend it's got a ring of Antarctica around it. That's all good. Let's just imagine for a moment
I have to breathe. He's such a fence sitter. He sits. I get split in half. It's true. Africa and South Africa aren't that big. Yep. 3D won't work in 2D. It's really that simple, Jordan. These two things are not. You can't. You just can't.
This is a way that we can observe different dimensions.
No, Jordan.
Higher and lower than us. So let me just make, let's see, let me grab another, okay, here's a disk. Here's the universe as a thing. Let's just rotate this one around. That can look cooler, I think.
Where are we
at? There
you
go. That's pretty cool. That's nifty. I like that. There you go. Okay, and let's just bring it higher for a moment. Right, this ring, infinitely large. as in, we're observing this.
You changed the picture. You didn't go to. No, this is entirely how we travel into different dimensions. Microblockism. You take a printer paper. You just walk into it. That's how you go into the second dimension. You take a picture, right? Like you take a picture, and then you print it out on paper, as a photograph, and you somehow you're in the second dimension. That's how that works. Nice sound effects. The sound effects were incredible, Jordan. Those were really good. The circumference is infinite, then the area is infinite. Awesome. It's great. We've now spent an hour and 15 minutes watching Lily play with After. We have. Oh goodness.
Higher and lower dimension. Like in a round Earth sort of paradigm, this would be encompassed around the Earth. Like I'm gonna actually have to duplicate this comp for a second just to be able to show this. Where is my flat Earth? There it is. So we're gonna have this duplicated thing. We're gonna round
Jordan, edit your goddamn videos. Edit your goddamn videos.
it out like that. Hey, it's got a little crown there. That's cool. In order to see how a different dimension would apply, for a round Earth, you'd probably have to go like this, and then you'd have to imagine that it's not just a fixed sphere. It's infinitely large. Oh, that's opacity. Whoopsie. It's infinitely large and infinitely small.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say at this point. Jordan, it's infinitely large and infinitely small. Okay? Okay. I thought you used a lot of words in a stick. Oh god. I want a tesseract. Can you imagine all the stuff you can do? That would be kind of nice. Okay.
Like as in like the field. You have to imagine it as like a field that's moving through everything. In fact, it might even be better to actually...
It's also infinitely medium. It's true. It's also infinitely medium. Don't forget the medium infinity, Jordan. Does infinity have different degrees with you, Jordan? Just like 3 dimensions? Is there like a super instinct infinity? Is there a plus infinity? I'm confused. Something cannot be simultaneously infinitely large and infinitely small. Just what the fuck is he smoking? Because I want as far away from that as shit as possible. Okay.
Make a field.
I don't blame you.
By opening up trap code particular for a moment.
It's medium rare.
So if I
it's infinitely medium rare. It's Jordan's birthstone crystal meth. Is it, Jordan? Oh goodness. I mean, there's actually different sizes of infinity. Are there? Are there really? Oh. Okay.
a box and I have a emitter size like this, and we just take off gravity.
What?
We take off physics, and we make the particles.
What?
Well, yeah, okay. Give them a life of 10. Make their size be super duper big. There you go. And give them some velocity where they're all sort of exploding out. There you go. Let's do that. Okay, so if we just take that opacity down and bring it back here, you can kind of get an idea of like how all-encompassing the field is. I mean, this is, again,
Field of what? Field of what? We take off physics, that's a problem, that's true. What are we watching? We are watching Spirit Science, trying to explain how the Earth is both flat and round at the same time. Because reasons. Okay.
and I'm just whip together some sort of particle thing to sort of show this as a model. But like the field is so moving through all of us all the time that it's hard to describe how to get there. And
I don't know, Jordan. Field of what? What field are you talking about? I am now, like, officially, like, you had me for a while. Like, I could follow your thing. A field of what? Field of cocaine? What are we talking about? What fields are we talking about?
And if you were on a round Earth, and this is why it's valuable to just use the flat Earth model, just to describe this one thing. If you're on a round paradigm, the round Earth paradigm, and you point up, that up is different for everybody. So if I'm, if there's a guy standing here on the Earth, and do I have any guys? This definitely does not, but I could probably import a picture of Patchman. Poses from the coloring book. That's right, we made a coloring book, and I am going to...
You made a coloring book? We should buy it. Is he talking about the field? I don't know what he's talking about. Field of Dreams, if you build them, they will come. I don't know. Well, at least it is in Scotty's store. Scotty would also take his pants off in shirts and yeah, that's true. Okay.
Okay, here's Patchman. So he's not even colored and looks kind of weird. But like, let's say he's just standing on the Earth.
Yeah.
Without his head, because it's uncolored.
Edit your goddamn videos, Jordan. Edit your goddamn videos. This isn't a live stream, Jordan. Mine's a live stream, right? Like all the stupid shit that I say and do, it's because I'm doing it live. You literally, you can edit yours. He's a 5-year-old. Of course he likes coloring books. I like color. There's nothing wrong with liking coloring books. I'm gonna buy his. We're gonna sit and color one day. That'll be therapeutic.
Let's see. Does he have any heads in any pose? There you go. Buddha. There you go. Okay. Buddha's sitting on the Earth and he's looking up, or he's up for him is here. But
he can't be high because the Earth is 2-dimensional and there is no height, so he can't be high. There. Fucking logic the shit out of that one, Jordan. You can't be high because you live on a 2nd-dimensional space-time, wrinkle-in-time thing. Oh. Okay, we got this.
Up for someone who's over here is this way. Now, this all seems very logical, right? It's like up is outward in the round Earth paradigm. And that's great. That's a wonderful thing that we all have access to, of understanding that, there's an infinite number of directions that anything can go. But when we consider the flat one, up is the same for everybody. And this is sort of how it was sort of explained to me on the plant medicine, was that, when you look at it from this model, you can have a very uniform up and down, and you can use it to explain higher and lower levels. Like you could also potentially have, another dimension down here.
The fuck are you talking? Oh. Up is away from the center of the Earth. It's not difficult. I don't know what. Yes, it is true. He did get something right. Okay. But now, I guess, there's potentially another dimension if we dig down. We dig down, there's another dimension below us. Because now level, now up and down, like the physically moving up and down is now going into different dimensions. No, that is how it works, Micro. This is exactly how dimensions work. You just if you move up higher, you go into higher dimensions. And since we've already figured out that the third dimension has gradients now, right? Like there's a Super Saiyan Instinct, Proud, Ultra, something, 3D. You know, like the higher you go up, the more you go up on that dimension gradient until you hit the fourth dimension. Like you hit the ceiling, and then fourth dimension, boom, bam, you get there. This is obviously,
and they can continually go up and down, and that's just the
don't jump, you might go to another dimension. It's true.
model. So the reason that I'm making all this, I first actually I just want to express, I really hope that I'm explaining this in a way that doesn't make me sound too crazy.
No, you're not. You're really not. I hope I'm explaining this in a way that doesn't make me sound crazy. No, Jordan. No, Jordan. You sound crazy. You do. Oh, you sound very crazy. I don't. Oh goodness, I'm gonna die. You're not self-aware at all, are you, Jordan? Oh goodness. Oh, I am broken. Oh god. I'm gonna die. Oh. I am. Oh. That is the funniest shit I've ever heard, Jordan. Oh goodness. Okay, we're gonna take a break because I went through my second beer. Oh, I'm gonna go recover from this. I enjoy some music, art stuff. I'll be back. Oh. All right, everyone, we're back. Oh goodness, that's not. There we go. That's the one we want to be on. Oh, okay. I'm breathing again. We're all good. Jen asked, are those someone's ideas of fapping stimulation images? Those are fan art that I have sketched out for the most part. Some of them are. I guess we can go back to them so we can see where we're at. Some of them are drawn by other people. So like that one's by Wooden Toad. Cat Lady. That one is a fan art of Microblogganism, who's in the chat. So I do every once in a while do some fan art of some YouTubers. That one's done by Nerectoblast. She just sent it to. She made it send it to me. So so some of them are ones that I've drawn. That's a pear-shaped pear Earth Chan. Professor Stick, obviously, so I drew some of them, and some of them are drawn by other people or made by other people. So yeah, that's our fan art right there. Hey, Red's Rhetoric. I like Red's Rhetoric one. I think this one's a good one. All right, so we got more beer. Oh, goodness gracious, we got more beer. Jordan, I'm on beer 3. I'm never on beer 3 during this show. You are a 3 beer kind of video, Jordan. I am determined to get to the end of your video because honestly, I haven't laughed this hard in a while and it feels great. Now I get the context, yes. So, I used to do fan art more often, but I don't quite have the time for it because if you weren't here at the beginning, I work full time and I go to school part time, go to college part time. So I'm quite the busy individual. So I don't get to do them as often. Want to reach the end? You probably need another 2 or 3 bottles. I am determined. Okay. Here we go.
Because I'm really just trying to illustrate this idea that I feel is important for us to dissolve the separation between different ideologies. Like, it doesn't really...
Jordan. I commend you for your attempt to bring people together, but there are such things as like mutually exclusive ideas. You can't just believe in everything at the same time, Jordan. Like that's just dumb. That just is. Okay, we need to contact the foundation about the new SCP on the loose R&D spirit sites. It's true, we do. I'm on beer. Not today, in my lifetime. Oh my god. Oh goodness. He's on tier 3. Yes. I'm gonna start. I think I made it. No, we did. It was Luke. I don't know if he's still here. Luke Filewalker made a great sketch of like the different amounts of everyone that it takes to get to a certain amount of stupid. I need to put that on the fan art because I do love that scale. You might be like, I don't know, like 5 gerunds worth. Like you might be 5 gerunds. Spirit science, Jordan. You might be 4 or 5 gerunds worth. I think. I think that's why we might. Look, was it you who made the chart of like 2 Subarats equal 1 Anthony Riley? I forget what it was. It was something like that. Yeah, there was a scale. There was a stupid scale that we came up with. Like it was great. It was based off of the American. The American teaspoon, tablespoon scale, which if you don't know is real dumb. Okay. Jordan is the name of for infinity on that scale. It's great. Yeah, post the link. The link is great. Yeah, it's a great image. We might need to update it for Jordan. How many gerunds does it take to fill up 1 Jordan? Okay. Okay, we only have like 6 minutes. It's true. We're going to get there.
It doesn't matter if the Earth is round or flat. There are challenges that we are facing here now on this planet, and we all have to deal with those challenges, which involve really the way that we treat and respect and honor and recognize each other.
Okay, again, Jordan, I appreciate you trying, but these things are mutual, and they're mutually exclusive in a way that actually matters. Oh, let's talk about things that actually matter for once. So, for example, flat earthers will often, in many of their videos, dismiss things like global warming and shit, right? Because it's all part of the government conspiracy, you know, Illuminati, Freemason, whatever's, right? Then that is an issue that is actually important. But they will dismiss it. They will also dismiss like millions of years. The Earth is, well, the Earth isn't millions. The Earth is billions of years old. They'll dismiss a lot of these things. Yeah, this is like this. When you deny science, you get people who deny science that is important, right? When you're a science denier, when you're a flat earther, and you deny basic realities, you get somebody who denies science on the very important things like global warming, like the fact that we really got to do something about that shit because otherwise humanity won't really have a planet to live on, at least not in the same way that we live on it now. So that would be nice. But, you know, you can't get there if your audience doesn't believe in science. You actually, yeah, I take it back. Yeah, Jordan does deny science as well. I take it back. All right. Can we from now on call going and saying crossing the Jordan? I love it. Crossing the Jordan. That's great. Jumping the shark, crossing the Jordan. There we go.
They're in our lives. That is a bottom line. But when it comes to different ideologies, such as the Earth is round or the Earth is flat, I want to really create an invitation for us to try and look at life in a way that observes all things as unified. So instead of...
No, Jordan. No. Bad Jordan. I used to think that spirit and science was less ridiculous than flat earth, but then I watched the video that convinced me otherwise. Welcome to the video that let you know that Jordan is the ultimate stupid. No.
saying it's not that, it's this, or that's stupid because I'm right. Instead of that paradigm, which is very dualistic in nature, let's ask the question, how can it be both? How can we look at and understand someone else's point of view and look at our point of view and see that maybe there's some validity to both of them? Like,
okay, and just slightly annoyingly political. So you hear this term a lot where like, what is it? The truth is you know, the truth is somewhere between two extremes. That shit doesn't actually work. Like there are things that are verifiably true, right? Like you can't hold two incredibly opposite viewpoints at the same. Like, I mean, you can try, right? And then people on the internet will laugh at you for doing so. But that doesn't actually make both of them true simultaneously. Like you just can't, my friend. The only way that the flat earth could ever be taken seriously is one, and actually make predictions about the way that the universe works, which it never does, because then they're testable and then they fail, and then flat earthers aren't happy about it. He thinks he's being damn profound. It's like a sophomore in a dormitory lounge after half a semester of philosophy. It's true. Yeah, gravity both exists and doesn't exist, so everything just kind of floats. Yes, like you can't. You legitimately cannot. If you actually extend what, like, if one, I get the feeling you haven't actually talked to flat earthers, and maybe I've spent way too much time talking about to flat earthers. But there are certain things that they believe exist or don't exist. Things like gravity, things like space. Space doesn't exist. You can't have space both exist and not exist at the same time. Like, those two things cannot be held an equal amount of truth at the same time. And yes, you do sound like a sophomore after 1 year of philosophy, right? Like you think you sound smart, but here is a whole bunch of people laughing at you maniacally. Everything is between 0 to 100% true. It's not always 50% though. It's true.
We experience the Earth very flat because we live so tiny on the little ball, or the big ball, I guess, right? Depending on, it's relative, depending on how big you are, I guess, right?
No, Jordan, don't, you're not being profound. Jordan sometimes talks about the tree of life and the stupid scales look somehow like like it's so not even built to scale, but also built to the Tree of Stupid. I like the Tree of Stupid. It did kind of look like Tree of Life. It kind of nerd alert here. It kind of reminded me of well, I mean the Tree of Life, but it reminded me a whole lot of Neon Genesis Evangelion, which is coming in June to Netflix, and I'm gonna be missing for like a solid week while I watch it several times over on Netflix. Okay. Actually, I'm 89 feet. I don't doubt that.
If you're the size of the universe, it's a very tiny ball. But we are very tiny on the Earth. And so we experience walking to work or walking outside as a flat experience, right? And like, let's honor and acknowledge that we sort of can exist in these multitude of paradigms at the same time. We can exist where the Earth is round and observe it as a flat object at the same time.
God, I love that show. Can we watch it together? We can. We might have to do like a sweet another Evangelion fan. Oh yeah. Maybe I'll do like I can't live stream it, but like a group watching Eva on Netflix when it comes out in June. I think it's June 20th or June 20th, June 21st. I know they put it on Twitter. Netflix did. It's gonna be fantastic. I've been looking forward to it. I do own the whole thing on DVD, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna watch it on Netflix. Over again. Fun fact about R&D: I did what's it called? I did a symposium on Neon Genesis Evangelion when I was in college because I was one of those people who studied it, and I wrote up a whole research thing on it and did a presentation, a symposium on Neon Genesis Evangelion. I don't remember specifically what I focused on in it, but I did do a whole presentation on it. It was pretty great. It was a lot of questions. People had a lot of questions. There was lots to talk about. It was great. It was fantastic. He wants a flat earth views and money. That's why he's doing the fence sitting crab. He's also there for the there's money to be had. Yes, I genuinely believe that is what's going on. I don't from watching this think that Jordan actually believes that you can experience both a flat earth and a round earth at the same time. I think that he's noticed that a flat earth is a relatively lucrative thing to do. You can make a decent amount of money. You can, like Jism makes quite a bit of money off. He makes quite a killing on it. And he wants in on that. And so he's going to jump in on it, but he also doesn't want to lose his current fan base. So he's going to fence it and say it's somewhere in between, or it's both at the same time. And that way he can have his cake and eat it too. I think that's pretty much what he wants to do. What form are we going to, the new one or the older two? I'm pretty sure it's just the OG. I think it's just the original 24 episodes. I don't think, I haven't heard, but I don't think like End of Evangelion or Death and Rebirth are going to be streamable. I think it's just going to be the original 24 episodes, which are fantastic on their own. So, get in the Eva Shinji. Yeah, get in the Eva Shinji. Oh, man. God, I love Eva. Eva's great. You should all watch it. Literally, when it comes out on Netflix, watch it. It's from like 1996. It's a wonderful and best anime ever made. Hands down. Just watch the shit out of it. It's great. Well, everyone wants cake. Okay. We got, it looks like only a few minutes left. It's almost the end of the show.
Because they're valid for different reasons. Like, if you're existing from this paradigm up here, let's just hide this other one for now. If you're existing in this higher paradigm, let's say let's call it the kingdom of heaven. Let's call it the higher dimension above ours where all the angelic beings.
I guess it is literally, Voltron's awesome too. It is awesome too. Literally above you. Okay. Voltron is awesome. New Voltron, Voltron whatever is really good on Netflix. Granted, I haven't finished it. I'm told the last season sucks. But as far as I've seen, the new Voltron is really good. DreamWorks has a lot of really good anime on, or not anime, a lot of really good animation cartoon shows on Netflix. You should all watch them. All of them are really good. Troll Hunters, excellent. Three Below, excellent. That other one, Voltron, really good. I'm told that the How to Train a Dragon one is also really good. So, you watched it all? Good. New Voltron is great. It is really good. I get the feeling that it's the same studio, or at least the same artist who did Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra, because it's very, the art style is very, very similar. Okay.
Are. Let's just go with that as a model. Do you think that from that dimension that they could look at the Earth, you know, like they could look down to the Earth the similar way that we look at an anthill, wasn't
it something like Voltron Space Defenders? It's it's something like that. I remember Voltron was made of 30 different vehicles. Was it? I think it was only ever 5, but you know, I don't remember. Legendary Defenders, yes, very good. I'm not listening to you. I genuinely just want to get to the end of your video, Jordan.
Or we can look at a little micro ecosystem of biological bacteria in the world or whatever.
Okay, Jordan, those bacteria, those ants, they still live in 3D space. Like they don't live in a different dimension just because you're bigger than them. They live in the same dimension. It's just that you're taller than them.
We can observe it without really interacting or interfering with it because it's, you know, it's such a different reality.
Oh no! What is this? Oh no! This is I've seen this before.
Welcome to Flatland.
Oh, you are a dick. There was Richard Dawkins had a really good it was what's that other guy? Not Richard Dawkins. Sagan. Carl Sagan had a really great video on Flatland, and it was really good. Ants are 3D. There's a movie in 3D called Ants with a Z, because it's, you know, all radical and stuff from the 90s. But how many birds? How many anything? Okay.
A world of only 2 dimensions.
Oh god, I hate that movie. You hate this movie?
Forwards and backwards, left and right. In this world, there is no up and no down.
Okay, see, your stupid cartoon, Jordan, proves my point. God, I have to fucking defend flat earthers. Proves my point about flat earthers. They don't believe that there is no up and down. That's not a thing that they believe at all. Like, they don't believe that it's just left, right, forward, backwards. Are we talking about Ants? Is Ants a garbage movie? Ants is not a garbage movie. It's a great movie. You all suck. I was almost afraid that he would use Osmosis Jones. Oh, I haven't watched Osmosis Jones. That one I haven't watched. Are you doubting my recommendations about the amount of alcohol needed? I am starting to. I'm like halfway through beer 3. You, Jordan, might be a 4-beer kind of person. My cousins who love this movie. She's an idiot. Is it this? I haven't watched this movie. I don't know what movie we're talking about.
I said to Ray,
Flat Earthers can't jump.
He said,
It's true.
well, she's out in line. I said,
What the bleep is that thing? Huh?
In this world, the 2-dimensional beings that live here have no concept of 3-dimensional objects. These 2-dimensional flatlanders have no understanding of cubes, spheres, tetrahedrons, or yours truly. From their 2D perspective, my 3D finger looks something like this.
What the flat earth is that?
Did he say what the flat earth is that? That is amazing. That is amazing. By the way, Records of Voltron has always been 5 lions, paladins, and the Castle of Lions. That's true. All of those 3D cubes, though. It's true. Okay, I really want to just get that. I do love Ants versus Bugs Life. That shit was like West Coast in the day. I am a fan of Ants. I'm not a fan of Bugs Life. Bugs Life was just not. How's he echoing out in space? I don't know. Bugs Life was just not my cup of tea. I do really. So in case you don't know, let's not talk about Jordan for 5 minutes. In case you don't know, the Bugs Life is based on a really good movie called 7 Samurai, which you should try to find. I used to, well, I don't know. I rented it from Netflix, like back when you can rent DVDs from Netflix. It's a really, really good movie. It's also like 5 hours long. Like, no joke. It's like 4 hours, 5 hours long. And the thing is ridiculous. It's got an intermission in the middle of it. But it's worth watching. It's such a good movie. Seven Samurai is really good. Bug's Life sucked, and Bug's Life did suck. I was just not a fan of it. Seven Samurai was an awesome fucking movie. It is hands down Japanese movie. I don't think it's dubbed. I think you can only find it subbed, and it's really, really good. So go watch that rather than waste your time watching A Bug's Life. But watch Seven Samurai, much better. Kurosawa, yes, I saw I had a couple of others on the back of the day. Did you finally watch Once Upon a Time in America? Once Upon a Time in America. I remember that. That one does not sound familiar. I don't know. Bug's Life was mostly okay, but I hated the degree of silliness. With like the caliber turning into a moth or a butterfly at the end. Yeah, there was. It's not my cup of tea. It's not my favorite Pixar movie. There's better Pixar movies. Ants was much better. It was darker. It had much, I don't know. I like Ants better. It was definitely darker. Like at some point or another, spoiler alert for a 20-year-old movie. Early on in the movie of Ants, one of the worker ants pretends to be a soldier ant, and they go out and fight some termites, and like all the ants kind of die at this termite attack. And the worker ant like picks up the head of one of the soldier ants and is talking to it and is trying to like reassuring it that everything's fine as like this head of an ant is dying in his hands. It's pretty dark, and it also comments quite a bit on sort of the endlessness of war and stuff. It's rather deep for a kids movie, and I think it's kind of forgotten because there is commentary about how the ants are always fighting against the termites, and even though like nobody ever wins, and it's just kind of every once in a while the ants send out a troop of soldier ants to die at the hands of the termites, but there is no progress ever made. It's good. It's a good movie. Go watch that one. One of my favorite Japanese movies is On Miyoji. I don't know what that one is. In the Bug's Life, the Lady Ladybug pissed that everyone else assumed they assumed that was actually kind of funny. Another Kurosawa delivered the concept of Star Wars and R2 and C-3PO as peasants. It's true. Experience a happy adventure from the soldiers. Don't remember the title though. Something like Hidden Castle. I think I know which one you're talking about. I had to look it up. Okay, here we go. I want to finish this one.
We can relate this very easily to the difference between this third-dimensional paradigm that we exist in here and now and the, let's say, fifth dimension, or this angelic heavenly realm, right? Like we have to really be honest with ourselves in understanding that we exist within the confines of a paradigm. Imagine for a moment.
God, you make no goddamn sense. I'd rather talk about Bug's Life. My favorite movie from Japan is Godzilla Final Wars. I haven't watched that one. Okay.
Moment that you existed beyond time. That time was irrelevant, you lived forever, and you could move backwards and forwards in time at the same time. For the fun of it, let's say you can also fly, breathe underwater, and pretty much do anything that you want to. Like, that is beyond the confines of the limits of what we're capable of doing here and now, right? But let's pretend for a moment that those things are possible for beings who exist in a higher paradigm.
Why? 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 My favorite Japanese is still, Nausicaa. Never seen that one. There was Kick-Ass Princess in the movie too. If I remember, the actress was gorgeous too. Which movie? Another Kurosawa. Okay, Kurosawa binge, but I don't. The only one I know is Seven Samurai. Really. I really gotta watch. Mononoke was good. Oh, Mononoke. Princess Mononoke is their shit. I love that movie. They play they do a Ghibli Fest here in Omaha. I think they do it all over the world or all over the country, but they do it here in Omaha where like they play a different Ghibli film every month. So like last year I went to go see Spirited Away and the cat something. God, one of the cat one. I forgot the cat one. And Howl's Moving Castle. And I went to go see a couple. My Neighbor Totoro. I got to go see that one in theaters. It's a lot of fun.
Well, what does our world look like to them? Does it look like a round ball? Maybe it does. Maybe they can come down into the round ball. Like, maybe it's actually like they can observe the Earth flat, and then they can come into the round paradigm and step into another dimension if they like to. You know, maybe that's dimensional hopping.
I don't even know what you're saying at this point.
Like, who even knows? But the idea is, like, at the end of the day, the idea is, like, can we please stop being so hateful towards each other? Like, I see so many comments of people getting into fights on spirit science and on the internet in general about how the Earth is flat or the Earth is round, and everybody who disagrees with me is stupid. And that's, like, the basis of every...
You're not... Jordan, you're not as profound as you think you are.
God-blessed argument, I find. And it's frustrating because where is the room for creative discussion and interpretation?
There isn't any. Jordan, some ideas are literally mutually exclusive. You cannot have a married bachelor. You cannot have a round square. Or a circle square. You can't... Jordan... Things are mutually exclusive from each other. You can't have a flat Earth and a round Earth. And as much as you think you can, you can't. I'm sorry. Some things are just not. Jordan wants world peace. He does. And, you know, I commend you for that, Jordan, I suppose. But world peace is not just about, like, letting everyone just think whatever stupid nonsense that they think, when the stupid nonsense that they think leads to actual consequences, right? Like, I talked about global warming earlier, and how a lot of flat earthers will tell you that they don't believe in global warming, a thing that's actually something that we have to deal with, and flat earthers will fight against that, and that's a genuine problem. You can't be opaque and translucent color. It's true. There's a lot. These things are not mutually exclusive. There is a right and a wrong answer. You can't have your cake and eat it too, my friend. You just can't.
That's really the bottom line here. Let's be creative. Let's interpret. Let's discuss. Let's stay open. And it's fine if we disagree. Like, someone made a funny comment and was like, the Earth is Merkaba shaped. And I was like, okay, that's actually both funny. It's true. And I also kind of disagree with it as like a physical thing. I think if we're looking at the Earth, it's far more likely that it's shaped like a ball than it is a star tetrahedron, you know? But the energy of the Earth and the higher dimensions of it, absolutely, right? So it's like, let's be open, let's be loving, let's be kind, and let's stop trying to just one-up each other by being right. It's not about being right. It's about whether or not we have the capacity to learn and live and love with each other over and over until we make life good for everyone.
Well, we made it to the end. Jordan thinks he's far deeper than he thinks he is. No. Do flat earthers believe in flatulent warnings? Flatulent warnings? I don't know. Is he a sovereign citizen? Who's a sovereign citizen? Oh, no. All right. Oh, God. Oh, I feel like I wasted 2 hours of my life. That's how I feel, too. And I'm the one running the show. That's the problem with Jordan. He thinks that allowing anything means to be better and more open to truth, when it just allows everything to be told again and again. Yeah, Jordan, you are very, very wrong, my friend. I commend your spirit. Haha, see what I did there? Your spirit of trying to, like, have people get along and whatnots. But things are just not, some things are just not, you can't be dry and wet at the same time. You can't be a married bachelor. You can't be a round square. There are things that are just mutually exclusive. And that's okay, too. Be open to my idea that things are mutually exclusive from each other. Be open to that. Or otherwise, you know, you're not doing your part in saving the world from whatever you think you're saving the world from. Yeah, how about you be open to that? Hey, there we go. We're gonna end this show on that. Don't be so open-minded your brain falls out. All right. We get, I guess we do get free boobs for finishing a video. That's kind of one of our few rewards that we get to give ourselves, huh? before I go, I want to thank everyone for being here. Thank you all for being here. It is always a great time to see you all. A big thank you to all my patrons who have been incredibly supportive during my time of not making videos because I I work a lot. But thank you very much, all my patrons. We're gonna let Google decide which pair of boobs we get to enjoy for finishing a video. And I'm gonna promote myself because I feel like I have to, because we're getting real close to a new computer. Look at how good we're doing right now, guys. If you'd like to become a patron, you can do that on the thing that's on the screen right there. Just look up Rhetoric&Discourse on Patreon. All patron money goes straight into making this show a little bit better. Right now, we're trying to raise money to get a new computer so that we can have less lag and, you know, make videos more often. Not more often, but, you know, with less stress for R&D. And so that would be helpful. Also, you know, thank you, NANA, for your wonderful donation. Or your wonderful super chat earlier on with your 666. That was great. If you'd like to do super chats, you do get free boobs and you get to have your comment be posted and whatnots. Okay. And before we go there, we do show some boobs. We will get there. So we have to choose between, let's see, what's the highest number we got here at? 36. Oh my goodness. We will have Google decide for us. So, hey Google. Oh, she didn't listen to me. That is awful. Hey, Google. Pick a number between 1 and 36. She's picking. 19. So, Google picked 19. You can blame Google for whatever it is you get. There you go. Thank you very much. We finished the video. That is becoming a less and less rare occasion around here. But we finished the video. Isn't that great? Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you all for donating and whatnot. So you are all the best. Have yourselves a wonderful week. Hopefully there'll be a video for next weekend. And all of you have yourselves a wonderful weekend.